like this, and progressive meetings that could make this the industry more, stronger, basically. So I don't have a lot to say, but my thing is, we all should listen to the president of AGN to listen to what he has to tell us, and let us be open-minded and see how we can go forward, and I think I'm a Democrat, basically. I I always say, not just one person has an idea for growth or whatever. My thing is, anybody that has a great idea or suggestions should open your mouth and tell us. You know what I'm saying. So basically, let us be open-minded. Let us learn from the president of AGN and members here that are part of this meeting. If you have ideas, please let us share. Let us see how we can move forward go forward with the industry, locally or everywhere. All right. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, our able president, Mr. Enes Babo. We are happy with your speech. Mr. President, National President of AGM, my name is Christopher Lekan. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, the United States of America. I'm the secretary of the organization. Having listened to our president, and in the continuation of our agenda, we will allow a few people to also address you. We have Mr. Femi Ogedengbe. Do you have anything you want to address to the president, sir? Mr. Femi Ogedengbe.
For now, I will just have to say good morning from this side, because here we're okay. It's noon here. It's 12:21. So good afternoon to everybody, and to
Good afternoon.
and to our president, Nollywood diaspora. I greet you, Mr. Enes Babo, and every member here. I say good afternoon to all of you. And then to the, as Yoruba call it, Olori Oko Patapata, our president, national, international, and national, Mr. Emeka Rollas. You're welcome, sir, to our midst. And then some of us over here, we are in tune. We hear the good work you're doing as the president of AGN. We are proud of you. The only thing we can do for now is to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing, because at the end of the day, every one of us here, this is the industry that has given us the platform to be who we are today. And if there's anyone that is promoting the progress and is working towards uplifting the industry, everybody should be on board. Everybody should encourage such leaders. And we want to say, well done, sir, Mr. Rollas, our president, Mr. Presido. We want to say thank you for doing what you're doing. And this particular event, which have set the pace for this platform, for this meeting, we want to say it's a laudable project, which I believe every one of us will want to come on board for and to be part of. So, but the only thing I see here is that it was rather late, because the America that this side of the world. Can anybody hear me? Because
yeah, we can hear you very clearly.
Go ahead.
Okay,
I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, you will. Yes.
All right. So, from this side of the world, we work with time. There's nothing like African time here. And trust me, President, Mr. National President I'm talking to you directly that in case of another time, the people in America or in diaspora should be carried along from maybe way back 6 months ahead so that everybody can plan their time. Everybody can schedule. If they truly want to be part of it, they can schedule to be part of it. I will not be surprised if some people say, oh, for one reason or the other, they will not be available, because you have to schedule yourself long ahead in your place of work to be able to find time to do some things. Because, my brother, for America here, you got to pay your bills, and being at work is one thing that you can't joke with. So having said that, I know that those of us that would find time to be part of the event, is a sweet thing to see people coming from home to hang with old friends, snap pictures, marry, and share memories. So definitely, and in fact, I was also, me and Ene were also of the opinion that anybody that is able to come over to Miami will see it as a getaway, like a holiday kind of, to just go there. Probably a few people come together, get like Airbnb, stay there, be part of the event. And if we can do a shot on our own side, we can also do whatever we want to do. You know, some of us, we've not seen each other. We've been here for 7, 6, 8 years. We've not seen each other. This is the only platform where we meet. But this will present an ample opportunity for a few people to be in that space, Florida, and then we can see each other live and direct. So, having said that, you're welcome, sir. We congratulate you, and we pray that this will be the beginning of greater things to do with Nollywood Nigeria and Nollywood America. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, our brother, Mr. Femi Ogiri, for that very resounding comment. We listened to you, and I'm sure the national president of AGN also listened to you and recorded every suggestion that you made. Mr. Ima Odeli, you have a comment you want to address the president before we can go to the next person? Any comment?
Well, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, gentlemen. My able president, you are welcome. I don't have much to say, but all I have to say is that we've been trying our best to keep Nollywood alive here. And then I don't know about any other person, but as for someone like me, my hands are widely open to support in any way. So I say welcome again, and whatever you want and whichever assistance you need from us, I'll be available to support if it's in my capacity. Thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Ima, for all that you do in Nollywood America. We recognize your contribution, and the president is also aware of your contribution. Director Taiwo Oduola, please, what comment do you have? Director Taiwo Oduola.
Well, everybody has said all I needed to say, so let's just move forward. Thank you, everyone.
All right. The last person on that list, Obejo, do you have anything you want to address the president on before we go to?
Not much. Probably I would address him after his comments and ideas. But what I want to say is that I don't know where he's getting his strengths, but he's really doing good. And I will encourage everybody to support him. And let's start telling our own story, and then re-strategize on how we rebrand Nollywood and make sure Nollywood diaspora is properly carried along, because being in America is completely different from being in Nigeria. And running Nollywood in America, of course, you all know, is different from running Nollywood in Nigeria. When we came here first, we came with all the zeal, like the Nigerian way. You know, try to bully things as if we're in Nigeria. But when you now realize that some of the things you are doing are illegal, you now have to retract and retrace your steps until the papers sting goes through, then you start again. So my brother, Emeka Rollas, we are here to encourage you, and I also know that you have been like praying for us over here. And some of us can't tell our success stories without mentioning your name. So whatever support, whatever, just like Emma has said, whatever you need that you feel we can do, we will surely rally around you and make sure you succeed. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bejo. Before I will allow the
Hello,
last...
sorry,
one second,
sorry.
I'm coming to you, Ene. I'm coming to you. Before
no,
I
I'm
will
going to
allow...
go back to work.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to introduce myself and go back.
I'm exactly going to do that. That's exactly, we're in the same spirit. So before I will allow Sister Gloria to speak, let's allow our sister Ene. Can you go ahead and introduce yourself, ma'am, to the president and members of the...
Okay, hello to both presidents, President Emeka and President Ene. I'm sorry, I'm busy at work and the place is very noisy, so I just couldn't unmute. But I just did now, quickly came to somewhere else so I could just talk and go back.
No, we understand.
I'm in New York.
I'm in New York. Oh, in New York, huh?
I came back to New York, yeah.
Wow.
From California to, yeah.
Nice.
Can I see President Emeka's face, please? It's been a while, like, it's been so long.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
Hey, President, sir. So I'm so sorry. I'm attentive, but I'm going to mute myself now, but I'm so attentive, please.
Okay. All right. So the last person to speak is Sister Gloria. After that, Mr. Ekwem Chijenya, you will officially present the president or the national president of AGN after Gloria. Sister Gloria, go ahead. The comment.
Good morning. Okay, sorry, I don't know. Okay, I'll say good evening for Nigerians. Good afternoon for people here, New Yorkers and all of our times. Good evening if you're in the evening time where you are. My name is Gloria Ogo, and I would stand on the existing protocol, but I will still greet my able president, national and international, Mr. Emeka Rollas. Well done and good work with what you've done. There was AGN before your governance. There is still AGN, and what you've done so far, where AGN had gone to, it's alarming. But we salute your courage, your effort, your office, and everything you put together. And like I said, I stand on existing protocol. Our president here, national, we also greet you too, and we thank you for all you do. I like the fact that this is happening. When Femi Ogedengbe told me about it, I was like, yeah, why not? If there is somebody who's Nollywood rat, Gloria is one, because I came in not even knowing my left from my right or what I wanted in Nollywood. But I can tell you guys today that Nollywood did not just affect my life, but it built me and shaping the woman I came to America to become. You know, so trust me, anything that has to do with Nollywood, where this is going to go to, where they want it to go to, my hands and my leg, my contact, my back, my front would always be available for anybody at any point in time. I would also add that what we're doing here, I would say, I won't say I'm ashamed of myself, particularly for we in California, because people in Atlanta, Texas are even trying. We in California, we don't make films. Meanwhile, anybody out there will expect that people in California should be making films. But this will be things that would talk through as we go through in the meeting, but I'm just going to chip it. Not because we don't have good filmmakers, but circumstances just makes it look like we're not even looking that light. If not for somebody like my big brother, Taiwo Dwala, who did not just break bands, but had gone haywire with Afro Award. Trust me, it looks like we in California are sleeping. And not because we want to sleep intentionally, you know, but I don't know. So whatever help you're going to do for us, Mr. President, please, I would put on ground for California people, with the exception of Taiwo Oduala, who already had gone, only God knows where he is right now, but of course, had taken his level up high there. Would beg that when you're doing stuff, it would be nice to drag it to this side. I will not say I have completely the censor of Nigerians in different states together, but I tell you there are a lot of Nigerians in California. I'll give you an example. Tony 1 Week had an event last year. I was part of it. Tony 1 Week closed down a whole hall. This hall is massive. I do not have the capacity with me, but his ticket was fully sold. All the tables were sold, and they were not sold for $30. They were sold for 100 and above, and the hall was completely filled. So there is a vacuum to be filled. We are not doing so much in California as much as the people in California hungry to do a lot. Only one guy that tried to do some things, his name is, I don't remember his name again. Yeah, but he does this show where he brings people here. But trust me, President Emeka Rollas, I'm using this opportunity to say please and please. I'll make it short, but I have a lot. I can go on and on. Try and whatever you can do to bring us, carry us along, we're open to it. Yeah, trust me. And I'll leave it there for now.
All right, thank you so much, Sister Gloria. Also that we have spent a lot of time. Mr. President, National President, Mr. Emeka Rollas, you have listened to all our contributions. You have listened to all our comments. Also, you will agree with me. Let me allow him to finish. He's on the phone, so he can hear what we are saying. All right, Mr. National President Emeka Rollas, I wanted you to hear what we are saying. You have listened to almost everybody make their comments. Again, you will agree with me that the faces you have here are people who are core members of the Actors Guild of Nigeria, and many of them are pioneers. Not only that, in the diaspora, these people you see here have done, a lot, in making sure that the movie industry, the Nigerian movie industry, is not missing. In very little capacities, our people have tried, to produce different kind of movies, different kind of short stories. And then as an organization, we are also working continuously, to make sure that we represent Nigeria as ambassadors here in the diaspora. So I will allow our friend Ekwem Chijenia to officially present the national president of AGN to Nollywood in the diaspora. Mr. Ekwem, over to you, sir.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Can you hear me? Right?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on your location. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our guest tonight, Dr. Emeka Rollas, MON, the president, our president, Actors Guild of Nigeria. You can check on the chat, which we all know. You can check on the chat to see more about his recent and currently achievement and endorsement. I present to you, Chief Emeka Rollas. Emeka Rollas, you are welcome to the house.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me first of all begin to say that I am highly, highly elated. One, most of the people I'm seeing here today are people I have not seen for many years. So for me, it is nostalgic. It is homecoming. It is something that I have longed to see all these years. I want to thank you for showing up. It is not easy for anybody to say that there is one president coming from Nigeria on a Zoom, and I have a whole lot of people showing up to listen and to know how far we are going. I want to say thank you to Lekon, Gloria, Chidobe Lawrence, Femo, Enes Babo, Obejo, and name them. A lot of you guys are people I've had to have dealings with, in our very beginning days. Odua Taj, my man. I can't really, Femi Odeli, Ima Odeli, I can't really explain how nostalgic I feel that I'm in this conversation. And I must tell you that it is something I know that we do very well for us. So let me just not take much of your time because some of you want to go to work. First of all, as president of the Actors Guild of Nigeria today, I contested for this position for 12 good years. And for that 12 years, nobody believed that I could be president or I could do anything. When eventually I was opportuned to become president, the fabrics of the guild has already been destroyed. So everybody who didn't want me to be president, felt that now that the guild is destroyed, let us even see what he will be able to do. But I draw my strength from the book of Nehemiah, where Nehemiah said that Sanballat and Tobiah were laughing at the Jews for trying to rebuild Zion, trying to rebuild Jerusalem. And they said, what can these feeble Jews even do? But Nehemiah continued to work with people that he was working with. And eventually they rebuilt Jerusalem. So when I came to power, I saw that there was no structure on ground. I didn't come into office meeting anything. Even the office that Ejike Asiebu rented on our behalf was taken over by the former president, who claimed that he was the one paying for the bill. So the office was not for us because we didn't buy it. There was no car, there was no vehicle, there was no structure, as in this is AGN. I opened new accounts, I set up new letterhead, and began to run the guild on internet, as in laptop office has been the office of the guild. Therefore, I said that the very first thing I needed to do was to begin to create structure that can help the guild. The first thing I said was I needed to make this guild visible, because if you become visible, you will have bargaining power. People can come to you and ask you, how are you doing? How do you sell this? So nothing mattered to me but to give this guild visibility. I began to open any office. I wrote letters to different offices where we were invited or were not invited. I cannot also forget the fact that majority of the offices I entered to talk about the guild, I was told that a lot of our females have come to desecrate those offices. Therefore, they was not going to listen to me. But I told them that if in a family we have 12 children, there are certainty that we must have 2 or 3 that are bad ones. We will not judge the entire children with the bad ones. We will also take the good ones and use them as reference point. By the grace of God, God opened doors for us to begin to create visibility. It was through that visibility that the federal government honored me with national honor of Member of Order of the Niger, MON. I didn't buy it. I didn't go for it. I was just on my own, and I was written a letter, and I came forward. They screened me and gave me that honor. Now, this first structure I created was to see that we have a health management organization that gave us opportunity to have availability of 600 hospitals nationwide, so that if you're an actor, anywhere you are sick, you have access to a hospital. We did that, but regrettably, because our members are used to the things that are not supposed to be done, they will not register or sign up for this HMO. Rather, they will prefer to fall sick deeply and go public to beg for money. But I will not fight anybody, because when the foundation is broken, what can the righteous do? The righteous can only pray. Until we continue like this, someday it will be a thing of the past. I set up a trust fund that is managed by Joke Silva. Joke Silva is a respected actor that all of you know, has credibility. She is the major signatory of this trust fund. I only approve money and she brings out the money. I did that because I wanted to create transparency on issues of finance. I created the AGN Foundation account and I made Shego Arinze the chairman. He is the signee and the only signatory to that account, major signatory, that I am only a part signatory to it, so that there will be a structure on ground. I created the welfare account with which we used to collect monies for dead members. It was this same account we used to collect money for Adame. In the course of Adame's death, the guild collected over 3-point-something million naira. I was not part of that account. I'll only ask for money to be given to the family and they will approve and sign. So nobody will say that Emeka Rollas has any link to this account. That account is being managed by Emeka Duru, the financial secretary of our Actors Guild of Nigeria. And then I went ahead also to create a structure that will help membership easier. We built our websites and AGN app. But the truth is that when you give a pig a white cloth, the pig will not know that is a white cloth. The pig will always use that same white cloth to fall into the gutter until the senses of the pig begins to come close. Every star actor you know in Nollywood today, I had to go to them one after the other to discuss the collective bargaining powers of the Actors Guild of Nigeria, to show them my own vision statement and my leadership direction, so that nobody will say it is only my thing, maybe their thing. AGN is not for Emeka Rollas, it's for all of us. I want to make bold to say that all of you here today, AGN was a mother guild because everybody came to act before people began to divert to different style of the craft, before other guilds began to come to stay. So I have that idea that all the way from ECOWAS, all the way from Winnie's, that there were people who pioneered. I want to let you know that within the last 4 years, I have created a structure within the local AGN, and I felt that we need to move up to the international community. The first thing I did was to create a relationship with the Federation of International Actors, where today AGN is a member of the Federation of International Actors, FIA, with the headquarters in Brussels. And then I created a twining relationship between the Screen Actors Guild of America, SAG-AFTRA, and British Equity. As we're coming to America, I'm speaking to SAG on daily basis about our plans. I told myself that if we leave the guilds to only grow at the level of the state, then the Netflixes of this day, the Prime World of this day, the NBC of this day, we come into Nigeria and people will corner them just like Nigeria used to corner. Without people seeing our visibility from the international point of view, then nobody will know that we exist. And I said, it is time for me to enter into America and institute the AGN International Festival. This festival was supposed to come up in California because we needed to interact with the film studios and the stars in California. But because SAG-AFTRA was on strike with Writers Guild, I moved it to Miami so that we can do it at least for the first year, so that by next year we can now come to California. And when you want to start a new thing, no sponsor will come because they don't see repertoire of what you have done. I know how I achieve my things, God be with me. And I said, it is important to institute the first edition, because after the first edition, the other one will just become you see a template for the subsequent ones. And I moved it to Miami. The first thing I did was to get a venue, get somebody to assist me to pay for the venue, and began to push. It was not easy for me to even let people know I was doing something in America, because a whole lot of people who do not see your vision will be the first people to discourage you. And they will tell you, why are you doing it in America? All the monies you are going to move people to America, we can bring it here in Nigeria and this will happen. I said, because you do not understand why I'm going to America. How can Marvel Studio shoot a film called Wakanda Forever, and that $1 million project that has a Nigerian named Okorafor, a contributing feature writer in America, no Nollywood actor was considered in that film? That is a slap on our face when we claim that Nollywood is the second or the third film industry in the world, because South Africa cannot allow you to do such. Do you understand? And it is because we are not playing our film politics well. That is why such an aberration will happen. And then an African story will become shown to us, bringing people from Guyana or people from other Black American countries to come and play and interpret roles that are meant for African people. You can imagine in Wakanda Forever, you saw a lady that they were referring her as General Okoye. Okoye is an Igbo name. They did that thing because they know they were going to hit blockbuster in Nigeria, Nollywood, but they didn't consider you being part of it. Secondly, my dear brothers and sisters, all of you that went into America, your first love is this Nollywood. But circumstances of the place you went into forced you to become an 8 to 5 person. But inside your heart, you still have interest in doing Nollywood. And when we bring an event like this that showcases the actor, showcases Nollywood, a networking platform for international communities, casting agencies, you begin to have a platform for you to also show that you are in this profession. If all of us gather in Miami, which I do not believe that all of us can because of the financial implications, but if 4 or 5 or 3 or 2 are able to join us, we could get an Airbnb and we have photographs, we go to everywhere, we take pictures, we can decide, we have directors from Nigeria, directors from here. We can decide to shoot small skits that everybody can be part of in 1 day or 2 days, and you still put it in your personal platforms to still show what you're doing. Nobody can run away from Nollywood. Even if you make all the whole monies you're going to make in America, if you come back to Nigeria, we are still the same people you're going to meet. You are still going to ask us, can we shoot 1 film or 2 film? Where do we sell it? So I feel it's a platform that is good for all of us. That all of us are not coming to Miami is not a letdown in any way or trying to take you people by surprise. I know that we are just doing the first event, and by next year, the 2nd edition, which we're going to start it by January, people will begin to plan better. Already, Senator Ben Bruce has given me his studio in California for next year's event. So it becomes very easy for us. So I also put you guys into consideration because every partnership I want to get from you boils down to the fact that I need to look at you, look at what you're thinking, tap your brain a little and say, what ideas can you bring for us to make this thing work in the 2nd edition? Some of you can begin to network with some foreigners that you'll be networking with to come speak at these events. Like this year, we're bringing film independent woman who is coming to speak at the workshop on the 16th and all of that. All of these things that we're trying to create a structure, create a foundation, create a repertoire, so that while AGN is reigning in Nigeria, AGN is reigning in America, we can watch what we want. Because what we are suffering here is that you hear that Netflix films, they are here in Nigeria. But ask yourself, how many people are they engaging? They just engage about 4 or 5 people. All of you know very well about Muabudu, that in the last 20 years, Muabudu was just a TV talk show host. But today, Muabudu is now a reference point in Nollywood. Why? Because the people who owns Nollywood were sleeping, and then some people came in from the corner and took over what they were doing. So when Netflix comes in here, it is somebody that recommends somebody to them, and everybody is chasing them from behind, you know. So I want to appeal that everybody in this platform today will see my heart. My tenure is going to finish in 2025. I am running quickly to see that I create a legacy, because by December, we're going to unveil the AGN Screen Awards in Abuja. And then by January, February, we are doing the groundbreaking of the laying foundation stone of the AGN National Secretariat here in Abuja. We've already moved the guild to Abuja because we want to do a lot of legislative advocacy. All of these things, I'm looking for vision drivers, people who can advise me from the corner, because a leader does not lead with only his senses, he leads with the advice of his people. I am looking out for vision drivers, and that is why I looked out for you guys. I said, we cannot successfully do this thing in America without looking for people who had died, who had suffered, who had broken their skin for Nollywood many years ago. It will be so unprofessional for us to host this kind of show and we do not give you an opportunity to be involved. Because no matter the growth we have here in Nigeria, there are so many of these films that we cannot mention without your input, without your suffering. It pains me and it hurts me that we are losing Nollywood legends. We lost Adame. By the time I went to Adame's village in Benue, I was the president. I flew to Benue for that burial. I found out that all of this while that this woman, people have been using her work, that she has not been able to bequeath anything to herself or the family. It is a shame. It is an aberration. We cannot allow people to just walk in from outside Nollywood and begin to pack all the benefits, all the funds, all the money of this industry to their personal homes. People who are benefiting from the industry are people who didn't suffer, are people who didn't make any input. And then they turn them to old Nollywood, and then they create new Nollywood. That is why today you see Amechi Monago begging for money. You see Mr. Ebu begging for money. These were people that walked all the way of Winnie's, walked all the way of ECOWAS, walked all the way of Olufemi Shoko, walked all the way of Olufemi of Ogunlano. There are stories to be told. Nollywood has no research institute. The films that we did 20 years ago, we cannot find them anywhere in any library in this world. People, because we are not doing the film politics well, we are not engaging international community, we are not talking to the right persons, we are allowing the wrong people to go represent us. As I speak to you right now, Nollywood is still seen from the lens of South Africa, because it was South Africa who opened DSTV here. So most of the films that you are selling through South Africa, and they're just seeing South Africa as the Nollywood industry, even though they know it belongs to Nigeria. The story of film industry in the whole world. India has become the only film industry in the world that was able to make a film in Hollywood without one Hollywood cast. Both cast and crew are Indians. That's the kind of target, that's the kind of vision we should be building for Nollywood. My brothers, my sisters, without taking much of your time, I do not anticipate that everybody will have the funding to be in Miami. We do not have major sponsors for our event in Miami, but God is helping us to pull some small funds here and there. I partnered with the US Embassy to issue people visas. As I speak with you, we are still on the visa issue. They are releasing them 7 after 7. There are people who already have visas to be in Miami. So I know that by 16, 18, 19, 16, 17, 18, we're going to have over 50 people from Nigeria who will be in Miami. Day 1 will do our workshops. Day 2, we visit the mayor of Miami, do our Telemundo studio. By 18th, we go for our boat cruise and all of those entertainment-wise, take the photographs, do our documentaries, do our documentations very well, and prepare for next edition, which will eventually be a blast. The aim of going for America for AGN International Festival is, first of all, to create a diplomatic relationship between the filmmakers in America and the filmmakers in Nigeria. Number 2, to showcase actors show reel, who these actors are, so that we can expose their prowess before the international community, so that people who are filmmakers, who are big filmmakers, can hire an actor directly without having to pass through a surrogate or an aggregator here in Nigeria. All of these things, Rome was not built in a day. Every 1,000 steps begins with 1 step. What we're not able to achieve in the first edition, we'll be able to achieve in the second edition. And what we're not able to achieve in the second edition, we'll be able to achieve in the third edition. But the most important thing in life is to start a journey, is to build a structure. From that structure, other people will begin to benefit from the structure. People begin to see reason for your vision. And then we have a big vision. It is so bad that a big celebrity we know in Nigeria travels to America or Canada, and the only people that we host that celebrity are the Nigerian community in that area. That's going to tell you that we are not there. Because I do not see the other time in Nigeria, Chief Obiora Okonkwo, the managing director of United Nigeria Today, brought in Wesley Snipes to Nigeria. He was given chieftaincy title in Nigeria. He was hosted by Nigerian community and every other person because of his star prowess. Today, if a Mama G comes into Canada, the people you will see that we host Mama G will be Nollywood people who are in Canada. I once went on a studio tour of Universal Studios in California, and the Screen Actors Guild of America were asking me, before a KOK, before a Bob Manuel, are some of you notable stars in your country? Who does that? Is it possible for Wesley Snipes, Whoopi Goldberg, and Schwarzenegger, Will Smith to be in any community in Nigeria, and the film community for that matter, and you will be asking them, are you celebrated stars in America? That's to tell you there is something we're getting wrong, and we have been looking for who will bell the cart. I am here to bell the cart. The Bible says in the book of Isaiah, say, whom shall we send? And the Son of Man came forward and said, Father, send me. I am not going to finish this work, but I'm going to start it so that when I leave office, I would have built legacies that other people will stand upon. We do not have any funding coming from anywhere. We have more enemies of our progress than we have more progressive persons. But the truth is this: people do not see me where I come from. Before you wake up to see or to begin to discourage what we're doing, we have moved far. And that is why the successes have come. I have drawn my strength, I've drawn my successes from God all this while. And I want to appeal to you because I don't want to take much of your time. I will need you numbers, send you things from the WhatsApp group for you to join us in making this happen. We may come into Canada. What you people will show us is to say, okay, what are we doing? We have Airbnb that we can help you book. How many people we can put in there? Say that it was Nollywood diaspora that helped secure some accommodation for some of us that came and all of that. And we all catch fun. The Aki and Popo, they are coming. Charles Awurum, all these people, we sit together again, do small skits by ourselves. It must not be, you may not be able to come, but you can say, is there any way I can help with my small funding? Don't give to me. I will bring the people that we need to support. Okay, Ephraim, sorry, we have Airbnb. We need it for 3 days. He's accommodating like 4 persons. Please, can you help us do half or do full? Just let not any member be stranded. Those are ways of showing support. And I want to assure you, I will not let you down. My mom taught me, he said, if any person that your salary is not enough for you, over time will never be enough. I don't believe in pilfering guild's money. That is if they have. I have invested personal monies into the guild. I go out on my own. One thing I enjoy as president of the guild, I won't lie, is that I have attained position of authority, position of people liking me to dash me money. But unfortunately, when they dash me the money, I put it in the guild because I see light at the end of the tunnel. I am not the richest, but I know I'm not the poorest. But I have a vision that if all of us build and it materializes, then the big picture will be open. Thank you very much for listening to me this evening, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, the National President of AGN Nigeria, Dr. Emeka Rollas. You have spoken very elaborate. I will turn my camera to the president of Diaspora AGN, Mr. Enes Babo, to be the first to respond to your comment. After that, other people that want to speak, please, can you use the reaction button and then raise your hand up so that we can know who wants to speak. If you want to speak, use the icon button and raise your hand up. But let me turn it to our president, Enes Babo, to be the first to respond to our national president. Enes Babo, sir. You are muted. Please unmute.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes.
President Rollas, amazing speech. You know, he has said everything I could have, and more. You know, he has said everything that makes a lot of sense. You know, the project he has worked on and is still working on is like like everybody has said before. We are very happy that he's the president and what he's doing, and what he has asked is support for current things and going forward as well. You know, I'm very happy that we have had this meeting. You know, like I said in the beginning, I'm very open to suggestions and everything. You know. And the president has also made some very specific areas about supporting this event that's coming up and things like that. So, like I've said, as a group, nobody can say, I cannot say we have to do this, but we have to, discuss with our group, right? With this association, and come up with a response, So my thing is, I cannot give you a specific response right now. But personally, I am very happy that you came, and everything you said is on point. I personally, we talk to you outside, behind, but as a group, we discuss the way to go and maybe let you know our official response. All right. And like I said earlier, this is open. If you have any suggestions and support for the project and for everything that we have heard, please speak up, and let us know right away. All right. So Lenka, please take it back. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, President, Nollywood International Organization. Thank you for your comment. Back to all of us, we have listened to our national president of AGN. He spoke eloquently and to our consciences, for the most part, he invited us to collaborate with his office, to pull AGN at the international level, because he has done so much at the national level. Today we are in the diaspora, America precisely. Our support, our collaboration is expected. The president has, come out, in the open to say going forward, he wants to identify with us and see which areas and which area that will need collaboration. And not only that, the program that is going to happen at Miami, he has also officially invited all of us to attend and find other ways to be, to contribute to the success of that event. So if you want to comment or react on it, let's use the icon button. So we have Ekwem. Ekwem is the first person that wants to speak. Let's be very brief and straight to the point so that we can come to a close for people to go back and pursue their business. Mr. Ekwem.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Is there a way we can beg the national president to excuse us for like 10 minutes so that we can talk as a group and then get back to him?
But before that time, let's hear from other people to react first. That's your suggestion. That's a good opinion, but let's hear.
Yeah, so that, okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Who is speaking next? Any other person wants to speak? Can we see a hand up so we can call you? Reactions. Let's hear reactions. Who, National President has spoken. Can we hear your reactions? Gloria Ogu, please go ahead and make your comment. Can you please unmute yourself? Please unmute. You are muted. You are still muted. Gloria Ogu.
Good. Okay, so good. Sorry about that. I'm on the road doing this, but it's okay. I'm safe. Okay, so I want to say a big thank you to our president, Emeka Rollas. Trust me, not because I know you personally, but I would always tell people from my own point of view, good work speaks for itself, I would say a few of us who came to America and stayed back, it was the fear of, oh, they will not renew our visa. But when I look back to people who just make skits today, and then they get not just visa, but they get it 5 years, and they get multiple entry in and out, nobody is stopping them, it's because there's a face, there's a narrative that has been switched compared to what it used to be, where some 5, 6 years ago, actors are being denied visa, and then they don't care what you say you want to come and do, But today I see some little people who are not just Nollywood, but all they need to do is say I act. They just don't get visa, but they get multiple. So whether you like it or not, there's something happening and the narrative is changing, and there is a ripple effect of results coming out from what AGN is doing, the refined AGN, and where it is today. About the events, I would say we're glad, we diaspora, we're glad that the invitation is thrown out. You want to carry us along. I'm sure, like our president NS said, that when we see it, like talk about it, something would happen. We're Nigerians who don't leave things to one person to do before now. We take pride in doing something so that we can brag or talk about it tomorrow, not even when it's now in our plate. You know, because when I first heard about this whole event, I'm like, are they going to have a Nollywood in America and not carry diaspora along? Because really, Nollywood is not in America. So if you have to do it here, you have to carry the people here along. So I would say it's a good cause in a very good space. And I would say if anything happens and anybody needs my suggestion, support, or anything, I am a phone call away from this same number. In fact, I've actually logged in on 2 numbers now because my other battery died. I had to log in on this other phone. So I would rest my case at this point, and I would continue to say thank you to everybody. And peace, everybody. Trust me, it's not easy. We out here for us, but we still stand. We're standing. You know.
Thank you so much, Gloria. So let's react straight. I saw the hand of Emma Odili. You want to react to what the president have said. Emma Odili.
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. My honorable president and person of Dr. Emeka Rollas, I would say a good job. You are doing well. I know the journey, the battle you are handling is not an easy battle. It's a battle that only you can fight it. It's something we all will have to come together and fight. But we still have to understand something, that time changes. The Nollywood Actors Guild we are talking about, the entertainment industry we started then is different now. So we say we're actors, we're celebrities, but there are a lot of celebrities now. You can be a celebrity from your bedroom. It's totally different now. So when you're talking about skits, talking about celebrities, people can just come from nowhere and next week they be celebrities. But without saying much, I appreciate your input. And I will follow your input, not fighting outside battle, but standing for ourselves, supporting ourselves. Today is what we know. They say different celebrity from your bedroom. Tomorrow, nobody knows how tomorrow's celebrity is going to come out. Nollywood can still blast tomorrow and say, oh, this is Nollywood back again. So without saying much, like our president said, he made a good point that we come together as a group and see how we can support. And individually, I will find a way and get your number. Still, I don't know the date. And whichever way I can support personally, I will. It might not be much, but in this game here too, some of us still run Nollywood. I can say I'm in Nollywood on my own here too. So whichever way it takes, in my own capacity, I will support you personally. So, and concerning the group too, I will also support the group once we come together, which we, I believe with my president here, we are waiting to hear, to see that unity again, so that we can support our people coming from back home, because all of us, we know how it be back then. So I won't say much. I'll just say Good job, sir. Both President Emeka Rollas and Ross Ernest. Good job. We are here waiting to support also. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Imaudili, for all that you do for Nollywood in the diaspora. The national president of AGN, Dr. Emeka Rollas, I see your hand up, but before we will invite you, we want to recognize our members who have suspended all their personal activities to be here today. We will give them
It was a mistake. It was a mistake. Sorry, it was a mistake.
All right, we will give them one second to just introduce themselves. I see Emmanuel. Let's start from Emmanuel. Emmanuel, then after that, Richard. After that, Ekwem. Can you turn your camera and let's just introduce yourself so we know you are here. Emmanuel. Emmanuel. Okay, we'll come back to Emmanuel. Richard. 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 All right, let's go. Okay, Judith. Can we hear from Judith? Judith. Judith. All right, we're not hearing from you. All right, let's hear from Ekwem. I don't know if that's Ifan Ekwem. Ekwem.
Oh, I had my name. No, I'm here.
All right, go ahead and introduce yourself and so to the national president of AGN.
Oh, okay. My name's Ifan from AGN. It's a good job, laudable effort. Mr. President, we are happy with what you are doing, and I must say, you step in the right direction. Mr. Nesbabo, thank you for holding this group together very well. And I also give kudos to Femi for calling me and letting me know that something like this is taking place. So it's a good one. Personally, I encourage it, I support it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I see our brother there, Chidio B. Lawrence. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Mr. President Emeka Rollas, for what you've been doing. You are going the right way and you are doing the right thing at the right time. And I will also encourage you with, whatever I can to contribute to make sure that you keep doing the good work. Ernest Babo, my president, thank you very much for your speech, and Imaudili and Ekwem, those that have spoken before me. I thank you all for being part of this meeting. Femi Ogedengbe, I hear you. Bless up, everybody. Gloria, I see you. Bless up, everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We will come back to you, Mr. Femi Ogedengbe, but let's recognize our members. Sister Juliet, I see Sister Juliet. Can you go ahead and introduce yourself? Sister Juliet.
Hi, everyone. Hello, everyone. My name is Juliet. Let me put my video. Let's see. Put the video show. Hi. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
My name is Juliet Collins Obi. I'm in Colorado, Denver. I'm in another meeting actually, but I want to appreciate each and every one of you, especially the president, Mr. Emeka Rollas. I know you can still remember this place, but we are in a meeting. I will definitely get in touch again so that we all can be in the same page. But I'm in supporting everything you guys are doing. I'm in another meeting. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
All right. Thank you for that brief introduction. So we go straight to Mr. Femi Ogedengbe. Mr. Femi Ogedengbe. Then after that, Richard. Mr. Femi. Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ogalekon. I really appreciate it. Yes, President, we some of us know some of these things you are talking about, and we want to once again say thank you very much for all you're doing. And also thank you to our members here who are holding the group tight. We appreciate all you're doing. And like Gloria Ugu said, some of us, we have refused to continue that fire that was burning back home in Nigeria as relating to our profession. But thanks to somebody like Imal Dili for what he's doing. And he's holding forth, at least. They know say something, they come out from time to time from this side. I also look at this, it just crossed my mind when I get this information. I want to say thank you to Gloria Mba, because she was actually the one that drew my attention to it before I reached out to the president. And then the moment I spoke with the president, I started contacting the few people I could, because I was seeing it as an opportunity for us to, there was a time I was talking with Imal Dili. I don't know if it was Miami. Ima and a group of people came together. They just went on a vacation for like how many days? And I believe they enjoyed themselves. Take time out of your busy schedule to just, marry with some friends. So I was looking at, apart from all the support and everything, this is also an avenue, possibly, for those of us here who might have the opportunity, the time, and the resources to be at the event, which is coming up on the 16th of this very month, November, till 18th. Some of us who might have the time, I was reaching out to see one or two or three people that can actually pull resources together, hire an Airbnb, play, marry, shoot skits. It's not time to shoot movie because we don't have enough time for that. But skit is what is ruling the entertainment space in Nigeria now. It was Nollywood, music, comedy, and skit is really, really doing well now. So by skit, it will show the whole world, whatever platform, which is major social media, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, it will still put our faces out there that, oh, these guys, actually, we've not seen them in a while. This is an opportunity to remind our consumers, our fans, that we are still balling, we are still kicking out here in America. So that's why I say, okay, if a few people can just, on the side, create something, we come together, and then when we get over to Miami, we can then, get Airbnb, which will be more cost effective, search by the hotel, search by the venue, and then the proximity of your Airbnb to the venue of the event. And then I didn't even know that there's a boat cruise and all these things. You can just enjoy yourself and come back to your base. So that's another angle I'm looking at this whole thing from. So whoever is interested, fine. And if we think that will not work, all the same, fine. But I really, really appreciate the Presido from in Nigeria and all he's doing. God will continue to be your strength. And those of us here, we will too. We will not relent. God will strengthen every one of us in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you so much, Mr. Femi Ogidimbe. So while we allow Richard to introduce himself, and then after that, we will appeal to our national president who will leave us, and then we will stay behind. Members will have to stay behind for a very brief meeting so that let's put our heads together and take a position that we will officially communicate to our national president. So Mr. Richard.
Yes, thank you very, very much. My name is Richard, actually. Richard also based in Connecticut. Presido, you're welcome on board. I'll say personally, I can see what you're doing. You're doing a great job. You're welcome to the US. From my own end, I'll try and see what I could do. It could be, I I reached out to you personally, but I also want to use this opportunity to say something. But I think we based here, we have a lot actually to do. I would say this is a shame. Sorry to use this word actually, because we are here. Yes, I understand that we have different schedule, different time zone and everything, but we have not been able to get so many things done. Even the simplest, or even the in fact, no matter how brief or even small, a little project, since we have been on this platform, to me, I want to call this platform a social gathering, actually, because we've not been able to do anything. So if this is happening from the international level, I mean, from home back here, it's a welcome idea, but I'm just saying this should be a way forward for us to also have a rethink on our own side that what can we do with our base here? What can we do for ourselves? Mr. Emeka Rollas, you're welcome on board. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Richard. Although we might not have done as a group, but individually, our members have put a lot of big strides that is making impact in our various states in America. We may not have as a group, but individually we have made giant impact. The national president of AGN has shared his phone number on the chat box. So for us to be able to communicate with him. So it will be a good thing if you can send him a text message on WhatsApp and then put your name. That way he will know that you are over here and you're a member of this organization. We have listened to all your reactions and all that. Members will appeal to you to wait behind while we will appeal to our national president. If you have one parting word to say to us, our national president, do you have any parting word to say to us before you will excuse us so that we can put our heads together at the international level and then communicate with you?
Lekan.
Yes.
We'll still add him back now. Let him just give us like 10 minutes because, so that we'll add him back, then he can conclude. That's my suggestion, please.
We will not have the time to come back and talk about it. You will be the one to communicate our position to him on our behalf.
Okay. I believe we can. If it is 5-10 minutes, he will still join us back. We conclude and then.
Okay. All right, Mr. National President. If that is the suggestion, so are you available? Are you available to join us back in maybe 10 minutes?
10 minutes. Let's just be brief. The point is very clear. Let's just summarize and then give him feedback.
Yeah, we join you. Sure.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's leave now.
Yes.
Okay. Lekan, let me say something, please. Lekan, can I say something? Is Emeka still here with us?
Everybody is here, but Emeka has left.
Okay, Richard, please, point of correction or point of order. We are not in the Senate. Please, let's not watch our listing in public. If we have anything to talk to us, wait for the visitors. This is from Nigeria. It's not the American. So please, with due respect, when you have any suggestion like this, let's not see us finish. Please, that's my humble suggestion. God bless you.
Thank you. Over to you, Presido. Reactions. Let's have general reactions based on what have happened. Everybody, you can but let's go straight to the point. But let's start with the president. Let's go straight to the point. What are your suggestions and your opinion? Thank you.
First of all, I mean, like I said, everything is great. The suggestions, the plan is all great. But the question is, do we have the funds as a group? That's the first question. Do we have the funds to support that the project or the festival or whatever? I don't think so. So my thing is it, listen, like I've always said, I'm a Democrat. I won't impose anything to anybody. And my suggestion is, I think it's a good thing. It could open us to help us as a group. They right in front of the whole thing, right? So, as a group, we should, if it is okay, contribute to help the cause. You know what I mean? As a group, we should do it. That's my suggestion. But it's open to everybody. Say what you think. But that's what I think. You know, as a group, we should add up and see what we can give to the to AGN and festival. I think that's my suggestion.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Mr. President said we should support the program. That is a good one. All right, let's hear from Ekwem. Ekwem.
I have more of a question to ask, which is what are there specifics that AGN wants us to do for them? 1. 2, what is on ground? We need to know those they have on ground, because I believe that before they will come, they have a working team, a technical team, a working committee, and all that already working months before now. So let's know what is on ground, and probably those committee or those people can tell us where they think we can fit in better. Because am I communicating?
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because if you begin to ask all of us to raise money, yes, we will raise, but trust me, the response will be slow. So if there are specifics or there's something in mind they really want us to do for them, they can tell us, then we can rally around together. We can put up resources, contact, connections together, and we can make things happen for them. That's my own question.
That's perfect.
So we don't just dive into it without knowing what is the plan on ground.
Very good suggestion.
All right, let's hear from other people. You can unmute yourself. If you have a comment, you can unmute yourself and make it. Ephraim, go ahead, and you want to say something. Let's listen to Ephraim. Where is Ephraim? Ephraim, you are muted. Ephraim, can you unmute yourself, please? Ephraim, you are speaking. We are not hearing you. Unmute yourself before you can speak.
Okay, can you hear me, guys?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, sorry, guys, I have a doctor here from Emeka Rollas' speech. I listed about four agenda, partnership. He was talking about partnership.